Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today is moving day. We are moving out of our apartment and gonna head from Colorado to Nebraska all today, and then tomorrow we're gonna move into our new house. So I thought I'd take you along for the journey as we wrap up this apartment. It's a disaster right now. So Jim and my dad are picking up the U-Haul right now. I have a few last minute things to do, packing, then a lot of cleaning, and then our movers are gonna be here in a couple of hours. So lots to do, let's jump right into it. It's so crazy watching this video back because so often I feel like I'm filming these videos and I'm taking my sheets off to wash them and doing my sophisticated Saturdays, or I'm making the bed with you guys. But today I am stripping the bed for the last time here in our apartment in Denver and going to wash the sheets because this bed is going to be in our extra bedroom. And since we're meeting my parents out, at least my mom out in Nebraska, my dad's driving with us, I am going to have them sleep in our guest bedroom when we get to Nebraska, and they of course need some fresh sheets, and I have no idea when our new washer and dryer are going to deliver, so I'm going to wash them in Denver ahead of time. And then I feel like the rest of this video is going to be the most disorganized thing ever because usually I'm working in an order through a specific to-do list, but today it's just running all over, getting things done, packing them up as the movers get here. So I am packing up this part of my office and using some normal saran wrap and then that really heavy industrial furniture saran wrap to keep everything in there and pack it into the U-Haul that way so the little drawers don't open up and then so things don't slide around in this little unit that I used to keep under my office desk. I'm about to lose my mind again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? You can tell I have some random things in cabinets and drawers that I hadn't put away yet. I was leaving some of it out in case we had carpet stains or something I needed to clean, but I'm also putting in some hand sanitizer in the bag that I'm going to keep in the car with me. Back into my bedroom, I'm packing up a suitcase for me for the outfits that I might need when we first get to Nebraska, and I haven't had a chance to unpack yet. So it's pretty much all of my maternity, pregnancy type clothing. There's not a whole lot that fits me of my normal clothing right now. So just tossing in essentially all of the maternity clothing into my little packing cubes and putting them in a suitcase. Our bathroom was mostly empty, but I did pack up another little Lululemon bag with the bath products that I was going to need for a first shower, so my shampoo and conditioner. And then I had in our linen closet in the bathroom my travel toiletries, so I'm going to pack those up and have those ready to go so I know exactly what I need and I don't have to dig around for the rest of my bathroom supplies and stick that in my suitcase. Everything comes back in the blink of an eye. It's like you're mine, you're still mine. They skip the small talk, cause you know me better than I know myself. Can't forget my phone charger behind my bed. That's going to be a must-have as well. And it is time to switch the laundry over and stick the sheets into the dryer. Nothing's changed, we're the same, and we skip the small talk, cause you know me, yeah, you know me like nobody else. The duvet cover I actually didn't wash. I figured we for sure were going to have our washer and dryer delivered on Saturday, the day after I filmed this, so our first day in the house. I just didn't want to have to do a ton of loads of laundry. That's why I washed the sheets. So I did wash the duvet cover when we got to the new house.
Someone said your name, had to turn around. Suddenly you're there sitting in the crowd. Everything comes back in the blink of an eye. It's like you're mine, you're still mine. We skip the small talk, cause you know me better than I know myself on my spit a while now.
Now our guest bathroom is completely empty, so as I start to empty these rooms out, I am going to clean them and kind of close the doors so I know what room is considered done, and we can kind of just seal it off, be done with it, and not dirty it anymore, and don't have to worry about packing anything else in that room. So it means when the doors are closed that the cabinets have been double checked, the drawers have been double checked, and again, everything's been cleaned. Actually, our movers said they do the same thing. They like to close off the doors in different rooms once they've gotten all of the boxes out of there. So even when I closed the doors, they would reopen them and check and then close the doors when they were done with them.
Skip the small talk, cause you know me better than I know myself on my spit a while now since I saw you, but it feels like yesterday somehow. Time has stopped.
You can probably see in the background there is lots of people moving around. I, of course, didn't really want to film the movers since they don't know that they were going to be on YouTube and things like that. So I had Jim popping in and out helping me. He was working on packing, the movers carrying things in and out. My dad was doing a ton of work, and it was kind of a team effort here. So I was using the last few boxes to pack up basically anything else we had. I had that full box dedicated to the duvet cover and had one for my pregnancy pillow. And then Jim was asking for help. He had some things left in the closet, and he had some suit jackets and some nice dress shirts. And this is not the way that I would suggest packing these things, but he said he literally didn't care. He just needed help. We needed to get it out of there. So I just kind of folded it over itself, put some in my larger suitcase and then some in a moving box. And hopefully the wrinkles aren't too bad when we get there.
Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side.
With all of his suits put away and everything, the closet is now empty. So I'm going to do the same thing, clean off the surfaces, and then go through and vacuum and be done with one more space. It kind of feels good and really sad to close off each and every one of these rooms and kind of move one step closer to closing the chapter on being done with this apartment and moving to our new house. It's definitely bittersweet, but probably more sweet. We're really excited for a new house, and this was something we always wanted when we got married. But with the timing of us getting married, everything was, of course, crazy in the world. So we were looking for a house actually about in February of 2020, and then again, things got crazy, so we put our house search on hold and decided to rent an apartment for a year. So it was always the plan to just have this place for a year and try and find a house to move into after we finished renting this apartment for a year. We just didn't know it was going to be in Nebraska.
All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love.
I think I said this when I cleaned out my last apartment before I moved in with Jim. So it's kind of funny thinking back to when I first started my YouTube channel. I shared that moving out process from living alone to then moving into my first apartment with Jim. Now we're moving into our first house together. But I know I said something along the lines of when I'm going through and cleaning and moving out, I do want to do a good job and leave the space clean. But the main goal here is to not get charged for anything. I am responsible as the tenant to make sure that my apartment is in a clean condition when I leave it. I was given 2 options by my apartment building, either clean it myself or hire a cleaning service. They will, of course, hire a cleaning service anyway before a new resident comes in, probably repaint some walls, things like that. There's always general wear and tear, but I want to do my part and make sure I'm cleaning it the best that I can, just to be a good resident, but also because I definitely don't want to get charged for not cleaning anything or leaving anything behind or leaving anything that looks like it's damaged.
And it could fade away, but it probably won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you. And maybe I'll drown, but what can I do? And it would be alright to let me down. Rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you.
It doesn't even make sense why we try to fight it. Every time that we touch, the room caught on fire. We could blame it on the wine, but we know that we will both be lying. I wish I didn't want you. I was doing just fine, the way that it was. Then you hand me these emotions, didn't want them, but I guess that I'm stuck with them. They could go away, but I know they won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna die.
So many of you have been really sweet as I've been pregnant and going through this moving process, but you can see Jim is there helping me. He's carrying the heavy mop bucket for me. He's helping tape up boxes for me. And even though I'm doing all of this cleaning and it was a ton of work, my back was killing me by the end of this day and kind of killing me throughout the whole moving process. But Jim was doing all of the lifting with the movers. So was my dad. He helped take apart my bed. The guys were doing a lot of work while I was cleaning. So don't think this was a one-woman show and I was doing everything and people were just sitting there with their feet kicked up. They were doing all the heavy lifting while I offered to do the cleaning.
Why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this.
But I'm gonna dive into you.
Now we're into Jim's office. It really was a small space. It was a 2-bed, 2-bath with a den. This is the den, and there were no windows in here. So poor Jim had an office with no windows. But you probably didn't get to see and hear a whole lot. I let him just have his space as his space. He had a nice built-in bookshelf, which I think was really good for him to have a little bit of extra storage in his office. But pretty much just had a desk in here, his office chair, and our extra couch. So I'm going to touch up some of the spots on the shelf and try and fill in those little spots where it looks like the paint chipped with some furniture crayons, and go in and mop this room as well.
I'm used to give all I have. I'm used to get nothing back.
Now we're in the extra bedroom closet, and I feel like it's hard for even me to differentiate between the rooms when there's no furniture in there when I'm watching this. But this was the room where I had my office, and then we used this closet as extra storage, a lot of seasonal decor and our luggage and other furniture that didn't fit in our apartment, but we knew we wanted to hold on to. There were a lot of marks from keeping our luggage on this shelf, but I was surprised that a magic eraser did the trick and took off all of those marks. So I'm going to get the little spots on the wall as well and continue to wipe things down, and then get the windowsill of the room before vacuuming everything. And you can see that there was a mattress still in a mattress bag here. We got a really good deal on a king size mattress that couldn't be delivered to Nebraska, but it could be delivered to Denver. So we just had it delivered to Denver. That way we also knew that we would have our king size bed the day we moved in, and it was just a little bit easier for us.
It's never been worth it, but now there is so much to say. This time it is different. Sometimes I can't understand how it can be so hard to stay out of pain. But with you everything has changed, even though we both stay the same. Would you call me on the midnight train? Would you come over when nothing's right? Would you hold me tight in the rain?
I'm going to clean the outside and inside of the refrigerator. We had already thrown away all of our food. The only thing I had left in there was my water bottle and my glucose gestational diabetes test that I need to take for pregnancy, and needed to bring that to Nebraska for my first OB appointment out there. So I had that in the refrigerator, but needed to bring that with me and keep it cold for the journey. So I had a little lunch bag in the freezer and packed it in there for the drive so it stayed cold while I was traveling. And while I was doing that, my dad was breaking down our bed. So once he finished with breaking down the bed, I could go in and clean out our bedroom. And then that whole long little area of our closet, our bathroom, and our bedroom is clean. Our other guest bathroom you saw is clean. Jim's office is clean. The guest bedroom is clean, and the guest closet. So the only other areas I had left were the main living area and the rest of the kitchen. And it was so bad when they moved our couch, all of the crumbs and things under there. This is just kind of inevitable to have things fall under your furniture. But it does make me think if you live in a space for a while, it's probably a good idea to move those giant pieces of furniture like your couch every now and then, maybe even once a year, and get under there and vacuum everything up.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away?
I was shocked at how much we could have collect under that couch in just a year with only the two of us, no kids. So I'm sure it's going to get even worse when we have kids and there are crumbs everywhere.
Think about you every time. I remember that it's over, yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, yeah. You never lose an argument, so I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop, yeah. I always knew that this would happen.
Back in with the mop, I'm giving everything a nice good once over. I used just a generic floor cleaner for this. I think it didn't need too much mopping, but again, I want to be a good resident, mop things as well. I'm sure a lot of people, when they move out of their apartment, don't do all of this stuff, but I want to leave the apartment in a nice condition for the next resident and get that security deposit back. And I think when you go above and beyond, it shows, and they walk into the apartment, it smells clean, and they can tell that you took care of your space. And also, I feel like I have video proof that I took care of my space. I have had apartments come back and try and charge me before, and I've taken photos of my apartment, or I guess in this case, I now have a video of it. But I've taken photos of the space and how I left it and gotten those charges removed because I do try and do my best and leave things nice and clean. I'm slowly working my way out of the apartment. We just have this little part of the kitchen left. So I'm going to wipe off the island and finish mopping around the island. Jim is coming in, getting his last minute things, and we're just going to back up out and say goodbye to the apartment.
I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old side, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes.
And I wanted to do a quick little walkthrough before we say goodbye for one last time and show you the empty apartment tour. So first is Jim's office. Again, a space you probably didn't get to see that often, but was really nice for both of us working from home to have our own spaces. Our big open kitchen with such a nice kitchen island. And then walking towards the guest bathroom, we had that little laundry cabinet, which was really nice.
Stuck in the moment. When I'm with you, I am not myself. You bring out the best in me, the side of you can see.
Really liked having 2 bathrooms and that extra linen closet in there. And then what was my office with the large IKEA unit in there where I stored a bunch of other things that I used for my sophisticated organization business. Our little storage closet there was really key for us to have a little bit of extra room. And then finally we have our bedroom. I can't tell if these spaces look bigger or smaller without the furniture, but we had a nice bathroom together. It was a good size. It had a nice large linen closet, but only 1 drawer in the sink unit, which we didn't love. We're excited to have a little bit more space in our new bathroom. And I can't wait for my own bathtub. So thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed so you see all of the new house content.